Hey, Frontier fam. It's Sunny here. I didn't forget about you. I've just been busy. We're back with the Mars project, and I did end up rebuilding the dome, which is why everything looks so different. I wasn't happy with what I had before, so I have this beautiful dome, or this beautiful complex now. It feels more like a complex that could be used to house life forms. So this is, if you're new, this is the Mars Evolutionary Research Project, or the Mars Project. The concept is that, various scientists began bringing life to Mars as it was being terraformed, which is why it's so green. They have to study the effects of Mars on these animals. So, anyway, so if you've seen the videos before, they are now unlisted because I feel like this is the true start to the series now that I have something solid. Before it was all experimentation to see how it would go, but they're still there if you want to watch them. So this episode today is kind of long and I'm going to cut down as much as possible, but I did do a lot in it. So if you see a lot of cuts, that's just me cutting out a lot of kind of repetitive stuff that sometimes I maybe don't cut out. But right here, we're building an art piece made out of art shapes that I wanted to go in the hallway. And then we're going to work on the airlocks for the whole complex. These are just going to be the standard airlocks that I'll probably just copy paste throughout because it's easy to do that. And I like the way they look. They're very simple and functional. Well, no, they don't actually work, but they look like they could. And that's all that matters. I really enjoy this. Y'all, I love this game so much. So as of it stands, the Australian DLC is out, and I was working on an episode for that, and things got out of hand, and you'll see what I'm talking about next week. Things got kind of crazy with that. But for this, so we're actually going to be kind of starting the Welcome Center for this build today. So in the original concept and design, the Welcome Center was the water filtration system, or it was part of the water filtration system. So you used a lot of like the natural like dirt and stuff and rocks to filter the water after it went through another, like it just cycles. Okay, so it's got to go through this before it can get put back into the system. And then we do a lot of rock work and kind of a pathway, and things get kind of out of hand and crazy. But I really enjoyed what I did today. I really enjoyed. This actually took me kind of a week of off and on playing to create because I was trying to establish things like color palettes and systems and kind of what I want to go on for each area of the complex, as well as there's an area underneath that you'll see eventually that's going to be part of kind of a lot of facilities, like staff facilities, a hotel, I was thinking maybe a museum, maybe a shopping mall, because everyone is staying here in this complex while they're visiting Mars. They're not just visiting for a day and going back. That would be exhausting on the body and probably really expensive. So while you're on Mars, you might as well chill there for a bit. So we're going to do a lot of entertainment things for them to do. As far as this room goes, this is so my original concept that I will refer back to probably a couple of times. The facility, the Welcome Center, was for the flamingos. I love them. They are a traditional Welcome Center type of creature, and I love birds. So Welcome Center is for the flamingos. Now, that being said, if Frontier comes out with, or if y'all have an idea for another type of animal that would go great with the design and functionality of this Welcome Center, like all of the water I have, I can very easily split this complex into half or maybe thirds. Because of the way the guest will be able to walk through it, it won't be a problem. If we can split it up, we will split it up, as long as it looks good as well, because I like the aesthetics. We're gonna have some shops, of course, some eateries, and there is a bit that I do towards the end which will be changed, and I'll let you know when we get there. If I'm still talking, because as of this stands, this video is 40 minutes long. I think I want to cut that down, at least get it down another 10 minutes. For everyone's sanity. Okay, I cut it down. I had to. Thank me later. We're starting to add some greenery. in here. It's gonna look so good, so nice, so lush. I definitely wanted kind of that overfilled feeling. I have to figure out what to do with the walls and the ceiling just to kind of give it some more life. That way it's not just all based on the ground, you know? So I did struggle with the path system as usual. It feels like it improved a little bit. It's not as bad. Frontier, did you do something, or am I just actually finally figuring it out? Like, it hasn't been fighting me as much, so I think maybe I'm just getting better at it. So you can see the pathway going off to the 2 other domes. There's one above. I'm definitely going to show you guys everything that I worked on at the end of this speed build, because I'm just proud of it. So we're starting to get some of the actual essentials in, like the facilities for the keepers and the staff. And then getting the pathway that's going to go over this whole thing. Now, I originally wanted the pathway to go under the main bridge, but it didn't quite work out that way, so I had it connect to it. So you can get to you can get to this habitat from multiple directions, especially since it's so big. Like, you don't want to feel like you're getting trapped in it. And it gives it that more nature vibe, nature walk, just kind of like hanging out in nature versus I'm in a zoo. And this is kind of curated for me and my experiences. I don't know. I like the nature walk vibe more, you know? And then we got a bunch of flamingos. We got so many, and it still doesn't feel like enough because it is so large. While I was cutting down the video a little more, I did do a Google to see if there's anything that I could put in with the flamingos as kind of a shared habitat. And I think I might try to put some pygmy hippos. Now, they don't get enrichment from each other, but I don't think they'll hurt each other. So we'll look at that in the next episode. I'll do a little more research, and if you have any ideas of the animals that might go in there, let's give it a go. Let's give it a try. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, and we'll take them out. It's sandbox mode, so there's no budget. I just want a little more life other than the flamingos in here, you know? Like maybe some tortoises. I know they're not that exciting, but they would kind of fill that space, because I don't want to just smother this with rocks and plants. I want there to be life and enrichment as well. So doing a little more rock work, getting a pathway so that the keepers can get over to the other side of land, since we can't have 2 keeper doors. What I would like to see in a future update is just a way to do that. Like if your habitat is over so many square feet, being able to put a second door in, like a door per so many square feet, whatever. I feel like that would be fair, and it would help, especially in the safari type builds. But it does give us some puzzles to figure out. It gives us some problem solving skills, which I appreciate. It's what I appreciate in games like this, is the problem solving as well as the creativity. It's just all around. It's a great game. But so I continue the rock work right here, which is just, I mean, it's rock work. I don't know what you want from me. It's just putting rocks to like form a bridge that somebody can walk across. So I'm going to continue that and put more greenery in. And this is actually where I'm going to leave you for the talkie point of this episode. I'm going to let y'all just listen to some chill music, watch the rest of the speed build, and then I will meet you back here at about, I think it's about 24 minutes of the video. It should be about 24 minutes where we'll go into live mode. We'll look at everything. We'll walk through. Yay. Okay. See you in a bit. Okay, we landed on a ship now. Just pretend. Just pretend there's a ship and not a pathway. Hey. Come on, my dude. You can do it. All right, so here's one of our entrances. I put misters at the airlock. I don't know, it just felt right. This door's closed, that door's open, just for a little life. It's very simple in here. Not much going on. Here's the hallway. I want to put some greenery in here. I just forgot to do it. And then let's, you know? Yeah. How do we feel? Do we feel great about this? Because I feel great about this. Right? Yes. Now, can you imagine that with a little bit of leafage? I think it's gonna look fantastic. Don't mind whatever that pixelated nonsense is. I still can't figure it out. They all do it, and I don't know. Why are y'all running out of? Just go. Okay, so we have another one. Door open, door close. Get in the misters. I feel like they would be some kind of like disinfectant or something. I don't know. But here we go. Isn't this pretty? Like just walking in here, you're just like, wow. Like, I'm so glad you paid like a couple $1 million for us to come to Mars and see animals that we could have seen on Earth. Yeah, it still has work. I don't have railing. Like, this is very empty right here, and I would like more stuff. We have our nice fountains on either side. I think we should go right first and then like make our way around. So let's do that. I did use Rycie's fonts, by the way. If you were wondering where the fonts were, if you don't know, Rycie makes incredible fonts for Planet Zoo. And you can find those on the workshop. So coming around, oh, they're using it. I didn't know if they would actually sit over here or not. Get out of my face, sir. Just coming around. Like I said, very plain. I think, did I leave the lights in this? I did try to put some lights in this tree, like some blue lights. I don't know. Then one of our fountains is floating. Are the bottom, okay, just, you know, ignore that. Coming up here, this side didn't get a lot of love, so we have to finish that. I really gave a lot of love to the other half, so I just have some feeders over here. And they were still complaining, so I dropped down these two. I don't know what their problem is. Which else problem? Big open window. You can get a real view of the ceiling here too. This is what I'm talking about. It's very kind of plain. So I think we need something. Why are you so depressed? I'm so sorry. She's like, I don't get paid enough for this. And stuck some more signs. Just simple sign, nature trail. This doesn't have a door yet. And then continue on. So we do have an opening here. This is going to be a staff facility. It's very dark in here. There's a wall through it too. So like, we're going to have a couple of them. It's a research facility after all. And then continuing this way, there's no path here because I'm working on it. We have our pretty butterfly thing. And we'll talk more about this and what will be changing about this towards the end. But for now, can we please just appreciate how pretty this is? Right? Like, hello? I'm a fan of it. I made it. That's why. And then let's just pop up here for a second. Pretend we didn't take that pathway. Here's one of my things. This needs a little greenery on it. And then we have our little reeds that you saw before I stopped talking. It's very pretty, right? This I love though. I don't know why, but this thing. I forgot to put plantage on this side. This is my life now. We got our little guy over here. I don't know. I like this. I need some lighting, so I'll have to work on that. These are things that I built when I built the dome. It felt like it needed something. They're not around the entire dome, but I'm kind of proud of these. I don't know why I like them. They're kind of creepy in a way, but whatever. This is this. It's gonna change a bit. Still the same. The butterflies are staying, and we'll talk about that more. Here's a little seating area, a little picnic area, because as I mentioned before, there's going to be shops and restaurants along this whole thing, as well as the entrance to the hotel. So here's one of the places they can come and sit and eat. Once again, Rycie's fonts. I need to fix this. Inset and these little things. Now I made one of these like little glass container things for the pangolins before, and I really like the style, so flamingos. And then here's one of the views of our flamingos. Why am I so short? How are we today? I know, right? Okay, let's go in. So this is the side I did finish. They have their little feeder. which doesn't have any water flowing down, and it should. I just forgot to put it in. And then we have our little kind of private area. I don't know how private they consider it. I'm trying to make sure there's no crevices they can get stuck in. But this, you can see how big it is. They did need some privacy areas because there is a pathway going through their entire habitat, and we do have some structural bits we're working on. But what I've been doing is going around and just filling in little cocoons, like cocoons, little areas. We're gonna kind of build this up a bit and clean it up, make little spaces for them. Hello babies. And this is, yeah, I consider this little nook of it finished for the most part. It could always, I'm in a bush. It could always use some more work. So this is one of the things I built off camera. It was a little log cabin for them. I'll probably build another one on the other side, just different shapes. Just wanted a little bedding area for them. They do come over and play with the toys though, which is fantastic. Let's get over here. And then this side, it's supposed to be more closed off. So all you really see is the water. And then you've got the outside view because you want your focus to be on this side. So it's like, oh, you know, little rocks. It needs some more work on this side because I don't want it to feel like you're walking into the habitat, you know? It needs to be seamless. So I know it's very echoey. They're running over here because I have tortoises over here. You'll see them in the next episode. I started working on it and I was like, I'm glad you can't see those. But once again, another sign. And then this is where I kind of left off. I didn't show it in the video just because it is unfinished. I will put this little creek here because I want water to run down the sides of this. I just have to figure out the best way to incorporate the pathway with it so that it looks very nice. It's very dark in here. I seem to be missing some walls. Here we go. This is the building. Congrats. You've seen it. I actually love this building so much. I think it's super pretty. Don't come for me. The next thing I worked on, and I'm going to go ahead and show you because I didn't record it. So, let's get over here. But you kind of walk into this little greenhouse. It's very small. It's not as dramatic as the last entrance I had, but this is for tortoises. These are where the tortoises live. I actually don't know if I have tortoises in here. I didn't put them in here yet. This is a little pond waterfall thing that I built. It is on the workshop. Just make sure you drop it down enough so that some things are buried. This is kind of where I left off. And then I made this really cute, it's just very simple, cute little staff building. They can see their tortoises that they're keeping after from here. And a nice little hammock with some fruit. As far as the domes go, so we have this, right? So the domes are sitting on top. This one is sitting on top of that one. There'll be structural bits. No panixies. And then this. Okay, I have to look and see who made the original ones. This is the modern elevator from Titanstar. I will put the link in the description below. But this is what it looks like, right? Whenever you get it. So what I did, because everything is really tall, is I just kind of extended it. It was kind of some work. This is one-sided. It's got a ladder on the back. That kind of thing. It's absolutely beautiful, by the way. Just kind of tweaked it so that we can have a frontsies and a backsies, so that they can come up and unload up here. That is for a later episode, though. I just wanted to show you guys what I was doing, or kind of like what's going on inside of here. I don't know where to put my camera. I'm gonna thank you guys for coming by, hanging out, checking out my build. Thank you guys for coming by. Definitely leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.